Wait, hold on. Accusing Trump of exactly what Kamala did regarding economic policy? What the fuck are you talking about? Kamala's economic policies were laid out. I could pull them up right now. Whoa, what's this? An 82-page document outlining the entirety of the Harris-Walz foreign and economic policy? Holy shit. It's almost like if you cared, you could have looked this up yourself. But you don't care. You don't care. Which is exactly the same as Biden's policy? Yeah. And unfortunately, we're going to live through 4 years of, like, immediately. Mark my words. For the past 6 months of arguing with conservatives, every time I brought the GDP, every time I brought up real wage gains, every time I brought up, like, every single economic marker that we would use to check to see what the economic landscape was like has been growing. With the exception of fixing the housing market and, to a lesser degree, food prices. But those things both have still been slightly going down. Now, I guarantee you, day one of Trump's presidency, and I will put money down, and any of you guys can try and argue with me about this. And look, all the losers in chat right now, here again, I will invite you guys, because there have been so many people who have been saying that I'm incorrect, or that I'm saying that something that's just like blatantly false or anything like that. There is a link to my Discord right there. You guys can jump into my Discord. You can get into a voice call with me, and you can tell me exactly with your own words, with your own voice, instead of hiding behind the chat like pussies. You can jump into a voice call and you can tell me where I am wrong. If we get back to the important shit, like whether or not Hassan is an anti-Semitic terrorist, he is. Did Trump win? Did Trump won? Yes, he won. It's been growing for big corporate, not the average American. In 3 months, I guarantee you, without a doubt, you guys will change your tune immediately to look at how the stock markets are posting all-time highs, just like they did over the entirety of Joe Biden's presidency. The GDP is growing, just like it did during the entirety of Joe Biden's presidency. The unemployment is low, just like it was under Joe Biden's presidency. Gas prices are falling, like it did after the invasion of Ukraine and we started getting inflation under control. Like, you guys are going to start pointing to all the things that have already been happening over the past like 2 years since the initial economic policies of Joe Biden went into effect. Like, post a clip on Discord in 3 months. You are more than welcome to. Please do. By the way, if you're joining the Discord, you do have to hit the thumbs up on the rules, otherwise you won't be given any access to the rest of the Discord. This country is cooked? Yeah, it is. Unemployment being low doesn't mean that there isn't a lack of jobs, though. Is that not literally the definition of unemployment being low? Is that it means that there aren't more jobs? Like, what is our unemployment around right now? Like, close to 4%? Unemployment rate U.S. 4.1% in the target range. Where are the 20 million 2020 voters, bro? Fuck, they didn't come out. What do you want me to say? If you could choose anyone in the world to be president instead of Trump, politician or not, who would you choose? And don't say anyone but Trump. Give a fun answer. It'd probably be me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, because I don't have a cult of personality around literally anyone that I would want to be a president or not. I care more about the policies. If we're looking at people to run in 2028 against, you know, whoever is going to succeed Trump, I don't know. I don't know in the current landscape where there's like a huge amount of people in this country that literally do not care that the politician that they voted for has like admitted to lying to them. They know that it was a lie that they voted for, and they're still voting for him. That see like all of the policies that he's laying out and don't care what the policies are, even if it hurts them. Like, I don't know how you win in an environment like that. I don't know who we should run in 2028. Chris Chan should be president? Jesus Christ. Is it possible for people to look up Trump's financial policies, or did he just not make them public? I'm not sure if he did, because we've looked for them. Like, let me see here. Is this Trump stuff? No. What is this site? Can I please get rid of this pop-up? Jesus Christ. Like, this is what the Republican platform is. To help new homebuyers, Republicans will reduce mortgage rates by slashing inflation, open limited portions of federal lands to allow for new home construction, promote home ownership through tax incentives and support for first-time buyers, and cut unnecessary regulations that raise housing costs. Cut unnecessary regulations that raise housing costs. Those are all going to be at the local level. The federal government doesn't have control over that, right? Tax incentives and support for first-time buyers. What are those tax incentives? They haven't actually said what those tax incentives are going to be. Harris did. It was going to be $25,000 for first-time home buyers for a tax credit. Let's see here. Open limited portions of federal lands to allow for new home construction. That's not why home prices are high. Housing prices are high because in the places that people want to live, where there are economic opportunities, not in federal lands. If you don't know this, federal lands are predominantly like the deserts of Nevada. Saying that you're going to slash inflation to make home mortgage rates more affordable. How? How? They didn't have any? This isn't a policy. This is just like empty promises without any substance to it whatsoever. This is like saying, I'm going to reduce housing prices by doing a bunch of good things that will make housing prices go down. Are you Sanso lying or just ignorant? What? Tell me, what are the plans here? How are they going to do it? They're not saying how they're going to do it. Opening limited portions of federal lands to allow for new home construction isn't building homes where people want to buy homes. That's not going to reduce the amount of that's not going to reduce the price of homes, because the homes that people want to buy are in cities or in already established towns. Give subsidies to new home buyers as a policy? Yeah, it's a specific policy that has numbers attached to it that they said how they were going to go about doing it. They also said how they were going to try and get rid of some of the regulations that were holding back the production of new house units. So like they were going to give tax breaks to different municipalities that had too stringent of regulations and building codes, so that people could go in and build new houses. No, I'm sorry, J-Mac, you're like actually being here. I'm telling you, like, there are specifics when it comes to Harris's policies. This is, we're going to do good things, or like the one specific thing that they do say here is open limited portions of federal lands to allow for new home construction, which doesn't help the problem whatsoever, because it will increase the supply, but not in an area that anyone wants to buy a house in.